And welcome to 3 Tune Tuesday for Tuesday, June the 16th.
Great start.
Yes, and it's not Tuesday, Tune the 16th. It's 3 Tune Tuesday in June.
It's easy for you to say.
Apparently it wasn't. I am your host, Bonaparte, and with me is your hostess, Elia.
Hello.
Today in history, in 1909, June 16th, 1909, was the second recording of a very famous poem.
Okay.
The poem being named A Ballad of the Republic, sung in the year 1888.
Okay.
More commonly known as Casey at the Bat.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
indeed. So we're going to jump right into it and then talk about it after we listen to Casey at the Bat.
Okay, perfect. Wait, no, you said you were going to talk about it afterwards.
Yes.
No details.
No details.
Okay.
Today in history.
We're going in cold.
We're going in cold.
All right. Burr.
The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning more to play. And so when Cooney died at first and Burroughs did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to that hope which springs eternal in the human breast. And they thought if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did also Jimmy Blake, and the former was a no-good and the latter was a fake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey's getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had arisen and the men saw what had occurred, there was Blake a safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats went up a lusty yell. It rumbled in the valley, it rattled in the dell, it knocked upon the mountain top, and recoiled upon the flat for a Casey. Mighty Casey was advancing to the bat. There was pride in Casey's bearing as he stepped into his place. There was ease in Casey's manner and a smile on Casey's face. And when, responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat, no stranger in the crowd could doubt it was Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 10,000 hands applauded as he wiped them on his shirt. And when the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance gleamed in Casey's eye. A sneer curved Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere comes whirling through the air, and Casey stood watching it in lofty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. Then from the benches, black with people, went up a muffled roar, like the beaten storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Cried someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand with a smile of Christian charity. Great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher once more that steroid flew, but Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said, strike two! Hurrah! Cried the maddened thousands, and echo answered fraud. But one scornful look from Casey, and the multitude was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The smile is gone from Casey's face. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. Somewhere bands are playing, and somewhere hearts are light. Somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.
I love that poem every time I hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, he embellished a little.
A little. Just a tad.
A touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
A tidbit.
A tidbit.
A tidbit.
So the voice sounds familiar to me.
Okay, so let's talk about the voice and the person. That was DeWolf Hopper. Okay, he
was an actor.
He was an actor. He was a comic opera singer, and a producer. He was 6'5".
Whoa.
He was big. And this became his signature. Now, he was in the 1896 version of El Capitan.
El Capitan.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he did musicals.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can hear it in his voice.
Right.
He definitely knows how to project, and he's got some vocal training.
Oh, absolutely. He first performed Casey on stage in 1888. And let's put a pin in that. And it became his lifelong signature. By his own estimate, he recited it over 10,000 times.
Holy smokes.
Right.
Over how many years?
Until he passed away in 1935.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, a number of years. Mm-hmm. And if it's useful, his wife was gossip columnist Hedda Hopper, and their son William Hopper became an actor.
Oh, I wonder if it's the same Hoppers of like Dennis Hopper and those people.
Yeah, I didn't dive that far into
Yeah.
it, so I don't know. But what strikes me about the timings of all that, 1888 was when the poem was written, and when he first performed it. 10,000 people watching a baseball game in 1888, to me, is incredible. I mean, it really does epitomize baseball as the American pastime.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just when I was reading and doing some research today, I was like, holy shit, that's that is impressive. And you can see it in the name of the actual poem, A Ballad of the Republic.
Right. I mean, it is
America's game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be clear, across a lot of cultures, there have been games played with ball and bat.
Oh, yes. Ball and bat games are global.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know much about the evolution of baseball.
Honestly, I don't either.
Didn't you do this episode?
Well, yeah, yes, but the episode was not on baseball.
Right.
It was on games.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, that's really fascinating. What label was that?
That was Victor.
It was on the
That was the Victor
okay.
label, yeah.
Okay, and this fella, this DeWolf, what's his name?
Yeah.
Did he do anything else of renown, or?
He coasted on this poem's coattails, I think.
He rode Casey all the way to the bank.
He did.
Okay.
He did a silent film about it.
No.
He did.
Really?
Yes, in 6. I hunted, I couldn't find it. I tried really, really hard to find it.
Surely it has to exist someplace.
One would think. Yeah. Yeah, it was 1916. No, where the hell? Yeah, 1916. Silent film. But I found one from 1922 that looked like it had that had DeWolf in it, but not 1916.
Yeah, and what's his last name?
Hopper.
DeWolf Hopper. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I bet I can find it.
Well, yeah, I did this during work today, so I didn't have a
Yeah.
whole lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'd be neat. We'll put it up on the theater should we find it.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah. So a quick side note to that. Did you know that there was a sequel to Casey at the Bat?
No, I would assume that after Casey struck out that he became persona non grata.
Well, very much
And
so.
Casey washed up. Casey drunk in the bar. Casey, I don't know, fill in the blank.
Perhaps.
Okay.
But the sequel is Casey's Revenge. And it's a very similar setup to this one. Bottom of the ninth, 2 out, blah, blah. He comes to the plate in Mudville, and all the fans, of course, are booing him and jeering him and taunting him. And he goes through 2 strikes. The third one, he connects, and nobody ever finds the ball.
And he gets his comeuppance.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, his uppance has come.
Well, I guess they needed... Who doesn't love a good redemption story, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Who penned the poem?
The poem was penned by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. Thayer. So
Okay.
Thayer, however you would
Yeah.
pronounce that. He was a Harvard graduate. He, in fact, edited the Lampoon, and he wrote humor columns for the San Francisco Examiner, owned by his classmate, who went by the name of William Randolph Hearst.
No way. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a small, small world.
Sure enough is.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, very neat.
Cool.
So this week's theme is games, and it just so happens to be that today in history we had a game-inspired record, not song. It was a recitation of a poem.
It was a recording.
It was a recording.
So-
3, yes.
Technically not 3-Tune Tuesday, but that's
Correct.
okay. We bend the rules
We
here
do
slightly.
bend the rules.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a lot going on with games these days.
There's a lot going on with games. So let's talk about, I don't know, however long it takes us to talk about games.
Yeah.
So several weeks back, we were at the Philadelphia Renaissance Fair. Not the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair, but the Philadelphia Renaissance Fair. It's a much smaller thing. It was hosted at Fort Mifflin up in Philadelphia, right beside the airport. The airport, of course, was a revolutionary airport because it's right beside Fort Mifflin.
A revolutionary airport.
I'm positive that they heard the jets go overhead.
Stop it.
I'm stopping. And we met a vendor at the Philadelphia Renaissance Fair.
Well, I must stop you.
Please do.
Because I feel like you're not setting this up.
Okay.
It was a terrible day.
It was an awful, horrible, windy, rainy day.
It was snotty and cold and windy. It was raining sideways. We were in mud up to our ankles.
It was the type of day that was blustery enough that even Winnie the Pooh would say, "Fuck this, I'm staying in."
Right?
Yes.
Right? So, but we decided to go anyway.
We did.
We had bought these tickets, and it's not like it was all that expensive, but, we thought, well, we'll go. We'll see, what vendors are there. We'll see what's going on. Maybe we'll see some of the entertainment. And we'll, because we were familiar with some of the vendors. Because last year we went to the Bucks Ren Fair, and it's the same group that kind of organizes this thing. And
exactly.
they set one up in Bucks, they set one up in Philadelphia, and they set one up. I think they might set one up in New Jersey.
They do Delaware as well.
And they also do Delaware down here by us. And I don't know why, but we decided to go up and do it anyway.
True story.
And it was pretty miserable. It was pretty miserable.
It was.
It was cold.
It was.
And it was damp. And it was just yucky, drainy, drizzly all day. And it was not great. So with that setup, I feel like we can now continue.
Okay, so we are plodding and sloshing and not splashing, because that implies hand. We are just shivering, plodding and sloshing and shivering our way through the Philadelphia Renaissance Fair at Fort Mifflin as the revolutionary jet screamed overhead. And we come across a booth named Ancient Games. Now, something that I don't talk about all that often, if ever, on this podcast is I love games. I love to make things. I like to make things from wood. I'm going to break into a Dr. Seuss poem, so I'll stop. But I love games.
I like to make things made of wood. I like to make games that are good.
Yes, exactly. I like it.
I'm sorry.
You know, it's all good. You said it. So, Bob, who runs Ancient.Games, please do browse to https://ancient.games, and you'll find his games there. Does what I wish I had the talent to do, is he takes literally ancient games, super ancient games from thousands of years ago, and he makes them. He makes them primarily out of wood, although he does some resin and such as well. I
Some of the game pieces. Like
exactly.
The little
the taffel
markers.
pieces.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're resin. But they are absolutely fantastic. We walked away with 2 games that day. And, as we were speaking to him, he mentioned that, now we brought up that we sell coffee.
Well, we came by it came out very naturally, because he's like, man, there's nobody here selling coffee.
Right.
And Bonaparte and I exchanged, the brain cell volleyed back and forth between us at a lightning pace.
Yes, exactly. It got tired.
The brain cell became a blur between us. Because for those who don't know, and if we haven't mentioned it, I don't know why, but like we share a brain cell.
Oh, yeah, just one.
Yep, just one. And it kind of bounces back and forth between us. Whoever needs it the most gets it. And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But that brain cell got a workout.
It did. Yeah. And so we mentioned that, we do sell coffee. And I think his first comment was, you should be here today because you would have made a killing.
And he's not wrong. We probably would have.
Right. So sidebar, we won't discuss it here, but I got into looking into, how we might do that, on a budget. But anyways, discussion for another time.
Yeah.
So we got to talking, and he ended up looking at our stuff, and he really liked it. So we sent him some samples, and he sent us a game. And I think at this point, we've got a really good collaboration in our future, because coffee and games just seems to go well together.
Coffee and games do go well together.
Right.
And I think it's such a natural thing to, have a hot beverage and sit across the table from one or several of your friends,
right,
and just have a fun time.
Well, one of my most favorite memories of living with my dad, which I did for about 1.5 years. My parents divorced when I was very, very young, and I moved in with him just before my last year of high school. One of my favorite memories is spending Saturday mornings with him with a pot of coffee playing cribbage.
And from what I understand, at your dad's funeral, he was brutal.
Oh, he was.
At cribbage.
Oh, he was cutthroat, very cutthroat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cribbage is a game that I still do not understand.
Well, there are some nuances to it. Yeah.
I think you're making it up. I think the rules, there are so many rules, you guys. You don't understand. There are so many rules, and it's so incredibly confusing to me.
Well, we'll have to go through it again, because it's not. It isn't. I was just probably explaining it poorly.
I don't know.
Yes.
Well, we tried to. Speaking of games, we were trying to learn. That probably didn't help either. We were trying to learn. I was trying to learn cribbage when we were engaged in another of our favorite games, curling.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
We were at a Bonspiel. We were
Yes.
down at Potomac Curling Club, and they had a nice cribbage set there.
They did.
And it was cute because it looked like 2 ends of a curling sheet.
It did. It was really awesome.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
And because we were at a Bonspiel, chances are very good that I was half shot in the ass.
Possible.
So that may be why the rules failed to stick.
Yes. Well, as it turns out, we now have a cribbage board designed by Bob from Ancient.Games.
It's so cute too. It's like it's little. It's this little tiny thing, and the deck of cards is self-contained.
It's portable.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Like I could literally toss it in my purse.
Yeah.
And we can play it anywhere.
Right.
So that's neat.
Yes. So other games that he makes are, if you're, an Old Norse / Viking freak like I am, he makes Hnafatafel, which translates into the king's board.
The king is bored?
The king's board.
Oh.
Possessive.
The king's bored.
Yeah, somebody amuse the king. So, Hnafatafl is the Viking, let's call it equivalent to chess.
I've seen you playing it.
Yeah, I have. I enjoy it. It's neat. It's chess-ish. It's different from chess. You don't have two forces facing each other. What you have is a king and his defenders surrounded by the enemy and outnumbered by the enemy, and the goal is to get the king to safety. And it's neat. It's fun. I actually played it years ago when I was looking into, making games on my own, building these games. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I didn't, because I would have looked at what Bob does and be absolutely ashamed of myself. His work is just incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
It really is. And we now have several games.
Yes.
That we have bought, and also due to Bob's generosity.
Yes.
And they really are beautiful. I can't wait to plow into those and learn how to play them.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is.
So this is we're saying this for a number of reasons, that this caused the theme of this week's theme, which is games.
Yeah.
And Bob is so similar to us. He's just a dude. He's got a job, does what he loves on the side. And if you like really good craftsmanship and you like games, I highly encourage you to go check out ancient.games.
That's how we find him, ancient.games.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, he does have an Etsy site as well. I believe it's called Clever and Crafty.
With a K.
With a K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can link to all of his stuff on our show notes, right?
We will link to him on our show notes, and we're actually going to link to him on the Skeleton Brew website.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Love it.
Because
Skeleton Brew Skeleton Brew.
Skeleton Brew.
Yeah.
Yeah, skeletonbrew.coffee.
Okay.
Because coffee and games work hand in hand.
Together.
They really do.
They just go together.
Yeah. And, stay tuned for more on that. We're in contact with him. We're in touch with him. And we're hoping that we can do a collaboration at some point.
Yeah, because, that's part of our ethos here, too, is that we like to support small business. And we encourage you to also support small business.
Yes.
It's in a landscape where increasingly corporations are beginning to have outsized control over our lives. One of the most rebellious things you can do, an act of resistance that is accessible to you and fully within your power, is to buy small, buy local.
Right.
And, stick it to the corporations, because there's nothing that we as individuals there's nothing we cannot do with our own ingenuity. We don't have to buy from corporations. We don't have to, it takes a little bit more effort, and it might cost you a few cents more.
Right.
But you're supporting somebody for whom those few cents will make a big difference.
Just like us.
Just like us. We sell, and this is a great segue into our coffee, talking about our coffee. Mm-hmm. By buying Skeleton Brew coffee, you're also supporting a small business. And we don't make a lot of money from it, but not only are you supporting our small business, you're supporting small business folks who help us bring this coffee to you.
Absolutely. You're supporting us. You're supporting the farmers who get the beans sourced. We source the beans from ethically, and you're supporting the kitchen that roasts the coffee.
Yeah, and it's all just not big corporate people just trying to eke out a little bit of a living. And so I think that is something that we can all make. In any given situation, we should always be thinking of what is the best choice here? What is the most ethical choice I can make here? And you can get your coffee from the grocery store. Sure. You're going to pay less for it. Yeah. But you're paying a bigger price for it in terms of you're lining the pockets of a corporation.
Right.
A big corporation. You could get a cup of coffee at Starbucks. I mean, not only will you be getting a shitty cup of coffee,
Right.
but it's not going to be as good, and it's going to be so much more expensive than if you would buy the grounds from us and do it yourself in your own kitchen.
And very quick side note to that, we are building some blog posts to put on the Skeleton Brew webpage to show how you can replicate a great coffee experience at home.
That's right. Be your own barista.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So head over to skeletonbrew.coffee and see what we've got there going on. We've got our regular roasts as well as our seasonal roasts. I believe that you just put Litha.
Litha is online.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. I'm looking forward to trying that.
Yes, Litha was a good one.
Yes.
We have taken off, I want to say Ostara. We have got Beltane and Litha right now.
Yeah, so so the last two. So
Exactly. Keep two at a time.
yeah, Litha and Beltane was May 1st. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. And we've got, of course, our regular roasts, which we all know and love.
Yeah.
We've got some, I think, other paraphernalia there as well.
We do.
And $1 from every purchase, $1 from every item you purchase on skeletonbrew.coffee goes towards public media.
Correct. And that is per item. So if you purchase 2 bags, that's $1 each bag. So $2.
That's right. See, look at all the good you're doing if you purchase from a
Right.
small business.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you really want to be a goody two-shoes, you can go over to nokings.coffee.
Yes.
And you can see what we've got on offer there. We've got, I think we still have our Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, right?
We do.
Yes.
Yes.
And we've got other items for sale there too, some pretty fun things.
We do indeed.
You can see our cats in action.
Yeah.
And you can purchase paraphernalia there, as well as coffee. And $2 from every item purchased on nokings.coffee goes towards Indivisible.
Yes, indeed.
Because Indivisible has been at the forefront of helping people stay informed, stay organized, knowing their rights, doing protest de-escalation training, things like that. It's all really worthwhile supporting, and we like supporting them, and we hope you do too.
Correct.
So my advice to you is to be a rebel, buy small, buy local, go to ancient.games, go to skeletonbrew.coffee, go to nokings.coffee.
Yes.
Fight the man.
Yeah. Get coffee and a game for your Saturday mornings.
That's right.
Yes.
And then spend some 3D time with no screens with somebody that you care about.
With your family and friends.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Be a rebel.
Indeed. So, moving on. We're going to talk about games a little bit because I love games. And people have loved games since the dawn of people. So, in a way, there's a large discussion to be had, and we don't need to have it here, about what is a game. Is the child's version of tag a game? Does it have an end point? Does it have a beginning point? Does it have rules? You know, there's a lot of chaos. Kids love it. They just play it. And it can go on and on. You know, what is a game? And, you know, I won't right now. But what I can tell you is that the oldest games that we know of, go back to ancient Egypt.
Oh, sure. What is that?
Senet.
Hounds and Jackals and
Hounds and Jackals was one.
yeah.
The ancient game of Senet was another. In fact, the game of Senet was found in King Tut's tomb.
Oh wow.
Right.
Senet, Senet.
Correct. Yes. And another one from that time period is from Mesopotamia, the royal game of Ur.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, that one's neat. It's fun. I did take my hand at making wood versions of both of those, a number of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So games go back a long, long time. People have been, interested and invested in entertainment, for a long time. There's, in a human lifetime, there's a lot of downtime. If you're living in the north, like the Vikings, you've got the winter to get through. And what are you going to do in the winter? Well, I mean, granted, the Vikings skied, but when they're inside, they played games.
Wait a minute. Back up. Mm-hmm. The Vikings skied?
Absolutely, they did.
What?
Absolutely.
What?
Yes.
How did I not know that?
I don't know.
How did they ski?
Well, I mean, they didn't have the advanced technology that we do today, but they literally would strap their boots to two slabs of wood, the front end of which was curved so it wouldn't dig into the snow.
Right.
And they would ski.
I mean, they probably didn't get too far.
Well, they would use...
Well, because they can't lacquer them, right?
Well,
I mean,
right,
yeah.
right. I mean, it's certainly not as advanced as today, but they would use it to get to neighboring villages, to go out hunting.
Stop it.
Yeah. It's true.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah.
Neat.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Well, and I think that if we extend our definition of games, like it's not just people that play games.
I mean...
Fetch.
Right.
You play fetch with your dog.
Yeah, animals
right?
play games.
Animals
they play.
Animals play.
Right.
For sure,
Definitely,
animals play.
yeah.
Anybody that has a cat or a dog or a horse,
Right. I mean,
or they enjoy. They like to play, just like
we do. I mean,
like we do.
we have cats in the house. Well, long-time listeners know that because the cats make themselves known. Mm-hmm. And we love to watch them chase each other back and forth. They're definitely playing.
yeah, like. And I don't know what their rules are, but there's
Right.
They definitely are at play.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so humans, of course, being humans, begin to, just as you mentioned, begin to put rules around things. Now, there's a strong indication that the two ancient games that we just spoke about, the royal game of Ur and Senet, were both entertainment and religious at the same time.
Oh, okay.
In fact, Senet had some very religious overtones to it, and that pieces on the board were references to various Egyptian gods. Yeah, that's a cat in the background.
It's Logan trying to dig his way through the window.
Yeah, that's what he does. He does it to the mirror upstairs, too.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Logan, keep talking.
I will keep talking. So games, advanced through the years and decades and centuries, and they moved from being, quasi-religious to having definite codified rules around them. Baseball is a good example. Soccer is another good example. Rugby. And a lot of these games stemmed off from a common source. We can look at what we call rugby, football, or soccer in North America and Australia. Because the Australian national football team is called the Socceroos.
Socceroos.
Did you know that?
I did not.
Now you do. And of course...
Is that Australian rules?
No, it's football.
Football?
It's football. So let's talk about that for a moment, just very quickly, because I learned this just the other day and I want to talk about it. I learned it because the World Cup's happening right now. Mm-hmm. Why in North America do we call it soccer?
Let's talk about that, because I don't think I know.
Okay, so in the 18th, 19th centuries, in England, Oxford in particular, there was rugby association. There was rugby football and association football.
What's the difference?
Rugby football is what we would call rugby today. Association football is what we would call soccer today. So at the time, the students, because they're students, had a habit of putting at the end of things to make it easier to say. So rugby association became rugger. I'm going to go play rugger.
Oh, okay.
And the thought is because there are printed references to the word soccer in England, the argument is that association has the SOC in it. And that became soccer.
Okay.
And the split happened there.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
In a roundabout
Yeah,
way.
it does. And of course, rugger or rugby association, then came to just be called rugby, and association football stayed football.
And that's sort of how everything split. But it's so,
Right.
but like,
But
soccer is so different to rugby.
Well,
Isn't
but
it?
it is until you think it all stemmed from the same place. It's in that it's a militaristic game where you need to move a ball into your opponent's end.
That's true. Yeah. I just football and rugby are so much more structured.
Imagine playing football. And someone at some point
Like football, like what we would
Soccer.
call soccer.
Yes.
Okay.
And someone at some point just decides to say, fuck it, I'm picking it up and running. That's all it would have taken to turn soccer into rugby.
But aren't there, I don't know much about rugby. Aren't there lines of scrimmage? Like,
Oh, sure. I mean, as the games progressed and grew, the rules would have been solidified and codified.
I
and
see.
modified.
I see.
And,
Okay.
and another really neat example of just that is North American gridiron football. Both the Canadian and American versions stemmed from rugby.
Right. Right.
And even though they're both gridiron football today with a lot of similarities, there are a lot of differences in the rules.
Yeah. You were explaining the differences to me between even Canadian football and
Oh yeah,
American football.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, other than the cosmetic differences of a different size field and the different number of players on the field, there are differences in the play itself.
Well, yeah, there's like 3 downs instead of 4.
Right,
and
exactly.
Yeah.
And at one point in time, I'm not sure about American football, but definitely in Canadian, there's the concept of 3 downs, where you need to progress the ball 10 yards and 3 downs. But at one point in time, you could reclaim those downs by losing 25 yards.
What?
Yeah, so if you go
interesting.
back all this way, say, oh yeah, you guys suck, we'll give you another chance.
That's so Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, here are your courtesy downs.
Exactly. Sorry. Sorry you're so bad.
Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, we as humans have played games for such a long time. We like to make games. Kids love to make games. You've taught kids before.
Yeah.
They love to make games and just.
Oh, and I had games that I played, musical games in my classroom. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. So I had a hard time finding songs specifically about games. That's a bad idea, Logan. Don't do it.
He's looking at the ceiling fan from atop the cat tree.
Yeah, I think he wants to jump.
All right. You keep talking. I'll deal with this. This is apparently my job tonight, is to do
sorry.
cats. No, that's all right. It's okay.
So yeah, I tried really hard to find songs about games, but it wasn't the easiest to find because, back 100 years ago, people certainly played games, but they didn't think about making songs about them. There would have been parlor songs about, all sorts of things, and there were definitely pub games. I'm thinking of Shut the Box, as one, and Backgammon is another. But people played them. They didn't write songs about them. So the next 2 songs we have are about things that meant things to people at the time. The next one being a song named Rovin Gambler.
Well, gambling's a game.
Gambling is a game, and not only that, it's a widespread game. And being a gambler, once upon a time in this great nation, used to be a respected profession.
Really?
Yes, I kid you not. It used to be respected. Oh, what do you do for? I'm a gambler. Think of all of the stories about gambling on riverboats, or gambling in the Old West. And Yulia just got clawed by another cat. I can tell just by the look on her face.
Oh my God.
She's got sharp little claws, doesn't she?
She does.
Yes.
Oh, she's like out of control. Sorry guys, like tonight is just so weird with cats and yeah. So
Right.
sorry guys.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to our next song. It is named Rovin Gambler. A record label also at one point called it the Mountaineers song. I really like this song. I think it's a fun listen.
Okay. But didn't gamblers get like shot and stuff? Like,
Well, sure, in the Old West,
Like
absolutely. If they thought
outlaws
that they were cheating, absolutely.
Well, I don't know if it's a. I mean, just because there's gambling on riverboats. I mean, the whole reason for gambling on riverboats is because states, it was outside of jurisdictions. It was legal to gamble on the water.
Sure, but it was still at one point respected.
I mean, it still is respected, but I don't know if I wouldn't call it a respected profession. I mean, to be clear, there are professional poker players these days, right?
Right.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. I
No,
didn't
that's
want to
all
let
good.
it go because I'm like, that just doesn't seem right. Because there was moral panic in this country too.
Well, I mean, there's always been moral panic in the United States. I mean, we had prohibition because beer was apparently bad for whatever reason.
Well, and
despite the fact that beer caused civilization.
But prohibition, like alcohol, kind of went hand in glove with gambling.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm not doubting you, but I'm also doubting you. So
Okay, so we're just going to talk about a song then.
let's just yeah.
Yes, the Rovin Gambler that we're going to listen to was actually recorded late for us on January 7, 1925.
Oh,
Yeah.
modern.
Modern, exactly.
Yeah. So what date?
January 7.
Okay.
So this is a good year before electric recording. So this is definitely recorded acoustically.
Just trying to get a handle on what side of the Depression this was on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The artist was Kelly Harrell. Not much really to say about him. It's just the guy that played the song. The song itself is a traditional song. You know, it's a ballad. It's an old folk song. It's something that people would have just played in bars or walking around or whatever. So I do not know who the lyricist could have been.
And we don't know the origins of this song?
I don't know much about the origins of
The
it.
Rovin Gambler.
Yeah.
Sounds a little Irish, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
Okay.
You know, I can make some educated guesses as to where I think it would have come from. You know, and I'm thinking it would have been a story just about, you know, people back in the day. You know, there's this guy that goes from town to town, you know, gambling, kind of like a bard or a minstrel.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what we're going to listen to next. The Rovin Gambler. Poor dude could not play an instrument, so he had backing musicians to go with him.
Okay.
Yes. Nothing simple, which I'm sure you'll appreciate. There
Oh boy.
definitely a harmonica involved.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no. What label?
This is on the Victor label.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, if we must.
We must.
All right.
I am a roving gambler. I gamble down in town. Wherever I meet with a deck of cards, I'll lie my money down. I had not been in Washington many more weeks than 3 when I fell in love with a pretty little girl and fell in love with me. She took me in her parlor. She cooled me with her fan. She whispered low in her mother's ear, I love the gambling man. Oh dear daughter, why do you treat me so? To leave your dear old mother and with the gambler go. Oh dear mother, I know I love you well, but the love I have for the gambling man, no human tongue can tell. I've gambled down in Washington, I've gambled down in Spain. I'm going down in Georgia to gamble my last game. coming around the curve, soft whistling and a flowing and straining every nerve. Oh mother, oh dear mother, I'll tell you if I can, if you ever see me coming again, I'll be with a gambling man.
There was no harmonica there.
No, there was not. There was a fiddle. I was mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you had me all worked up.
Yeah, well, next time. Next week's theme, harmonica.
No. No. You'll be doing that one on your own. Yeah, that sounded very folksy for sure.
Yeah. I liked it. And it told a story. It wasn't just, a guy singing about, gambling. It was an actual story.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I liked it. So we are running a little late here. So normally we would talk about Blind Skeleton. Let's do a quick Blind Skeleton shout out.
We can give it a mention.
Yeah. So Blind Skeleton, which can be found possibly where you're listening to this at blindskeleton.one or blindskeleton.one, is our homage to celebrating vintage entertainment and vintage media. Old, beautiful songs such as what we listen to on 3 Tune Tuesday, old silent films, photography, another one of my favorite things. One of the luxuries about being me is the ADHD mind has so many things that it likes, and I can keep jumping from thing to thing and never get bored.
It's true.
Yes. So that's kind of what Blind Skeleton is all about. It's just things, vintage entertainment that we really enjoy. We enjoy watching it, studying it, looking at it, for not just the artistic value of it, but also to really get a good understanding and appreciation of who we are today and what were the types of things that people 150 years ago thought were important as well.
Yeah, because that tells us a lot about our history as well.
Right.
Like it's one thing to look at the facts, the dates and what occurred when and who did what, but I think that an equally important part of our history, and perhaps even more important, is the things that motivated people.
Right.
What they were thinking, what they were feeling, what values they had, what they held dear, what they reviled, what they celebrated.
Right.
And oftentimes that is why people create art.
Correct.
Because it's like when words aren't enough, that's when art steps in.
Right. And we've had this discussion many times, just the two of us. And one of the primary purposes behind art is to explain, to examine, but I think most importantly, to encourage an emotional response from the viewer or listener or whomever.
Yeah, like to make a connection.
Right.
Right, to touch something inside you, not necessarily good. Like not to make you happy, art isn't there to be entertaining necessarily. It can be, but good art, I think, touches a part of your emotions, a part of your psyche.
Exactly.
And it could do everything to inspire you, to enrage you, to motivate you, to embolden you, to, we talk about protest songs on here.
We do.
And that gets me fired up.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
And it gives me a little bit more energy to keep going.
Right.
And that's part of history too, is engaging with the art and connecting to those people. It's almost like sitting down and having a conversation with somebody and like learning what was important to
Just
them.
about, yeah.
It's like time travel in that regard.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what we do. It's what we like to do with this podcast, and it's what we like to do on the website itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So head on over to blindskeleton.one. check out what we've got there. While you're there, please sign up for our newsletter, which I understand is burgeoning.
It is.
We are almost ready
Yes.
to have our inaugural edition.
Yes.
And if you do sign up for our newsletter, first of all, we're not going to be dicks. We're not going to sell your personal information. We don't do that. We don't need to,
It's
frankly.
gross. Yeah.
It is gross. And we don't like when people do that to us. So we're certainly not going to do that to you. And secondly, if you sign up for our newsletter, you got a 2-ounce sample of coffee that you're entitled to.
Yes, we will get in touch with you personally and find a way to send you a free 2-ounce sample of Skeleton Brew coffee.
Yep. Just tell us what address to send it to. It doesn't even need to be your home.
Correct.
And we'll go ahead and we'll send you our 2-ounce sample. It'll make a full pot of drip coffee.
Yes, indeed.
Because we believe in it that much, and we think that you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, we like it, and we believe you will too.
That's right. And we want to thank you, too, for coming to our website and for signing up to the newsletter and for staying in touch.
Yeah.
And speaking of staying in touch, if you want to stay in touch with us in other ways, we've got loads of that there.
do
You
indeed.
can find links to our Blue Sky accounts. You can find our email addresses there. There's a web form to fill out. And what is not on the website, we have a phone number, which I keep pushing every week because I swear to God I'm going to get one of you guys to call. It's 302-609-1925.
Yes.
I have not tried to call it. I don't know what you put on your voicemail there.
I think it's just a generic, please leave a message after the belch.
After the belch?
No, it's a beep. Sorry.
But it's generic? There's no...
Yeah, I do need to spruce it up. Or you can spruce it up.
Let me spruce it up.
Absolutely.
Let me spruce it up.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So if that's not going to motivate you to call, I don't know what will, because then you'll get to hear the melodious sound of my voice.
Yes.
But if you call, I promise we won't pick up. You can just leave us a voicemail. Tell us where you're listening from. If you have any suggestions, we'd love to hear it. If you want to say something silly, we'll play it back.
Absolutely.
If you want to shout out somebody, like we're a small podcast. We can still do this stuff right now.
We can.
So do it while the getting's good.
Yeah.
Give us a call, leave us a message, say hi. If you want to be on the podcast, shoot.
Yeah.
Let us know that too. We love to have guests.
We do indeed.
Even if you don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do we.
That's right.
Yeah. So to finish off our show, we're going to swing back around to baseball.
Swing.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks. I don't think I struck out with that one.
I got nothing.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to walk back to my notes.
No. No. That's a foul.
Very nice. Yes. Okay. We are going to talk about baseball again. And this is a song that I'm positive we've played before, but it does fit out, Americana and games very nicely. It's Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Oh, I think I've said this before. That was the first solo I ever sang when I was a little kid.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
little fourth grader.
Right. So the version that we have is recorded by Harvey Hindermeyer in 1908 on the Standard label, which was a Columbia imprint.
Standard.
Yes.
We don't play too many of those.
We don't play too many of those. Standard records, the actual physical records, were really neat looking. 'Cause they looked like a 45 RPM record. They were about the same size,
Oh,
maybe
they were
a little
little
bit
like
larger.
that. Okay.
Yeah, but they also had the large spindle in the middle.
Oh, like the kind that you have to put the cookie in the middle?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Standard records. Really neat looking things.
So were there attachments that you could buy for your gramophone to play these things on?
Not that I'm aware.
So did they have to be played on standard machines?
To fit the record correctly, yes. But it still spun at the same speed.
Yeah. It's kind of like... That's a dirty trick. It's kind of like Apple and their stupid connectors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there's this one. Oh, but my old phone doesn't have that one anymore. So
Right. So here's $100 connector.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yes.
So standard didn't last long.
It did not.
Yeah.
It really did not.
It wasn't so standard,
It wasn't.
was it?
Yeah, they tried. Yeah. So the music was done by Albert von Tilzer with lyrics by Jack Norworth. We've spoken about Jack before. He was a Tin Pan Alley man. His wife, who popularized the song, was Nora Bayes. And I know we've played her before as well. But the neat backstory behind the game was that neither Albert nor Jack had been to a baseball game before they wrote it.
Wow.
Yes. Reportedly, Jack Norworth jotted the lyrics on a scrap of paper down on a New York City subway after seeing a sign for a baseball game at the Polo Grounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of the words. I mean, I only really clearly remember the chorus.
Oh, sure.
You know, but there's a whole bunch of verses about little Nellie Kelly.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just listen to it then.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, take me out to the ball game.
Casey was baseball mad, had the fever and had it bad, just to root for the hometown crew every school. Casey Blue. On a Saturday, her young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a game. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys he knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Fun fact, that song is a waltz.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, of course.
I mean, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 was kind of a giveaway. But I wonder, so the version that I sang talked about Nellie Kelly, not Katie Casey.
I suspect that there are many other verses that have been added to that song as well. It's so a part of the American psyche at this point that it probably just gets adapted to whatever purpose is needed.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's probably a lot like another famous waltz, The Man on the Flying Trapeze.
Yeah.
Where people just wrote verse after verse after verse,
right.
And then like some of them just became part of the song.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like a snowball rolling down a hill.
Right.
Just kind of picking up.
Yep.
Verse after verse after verse.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe this is the same, but like it's always the gist of Take Me Out to the Ball Game is always the same. the heroine of the story, whether she goes by Katie Casey or Nellie Kelly or whatever, she usually pesters her boyfriend to take her to the ball game. And then it ends up in some sort of a conflict.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, fun story. As we're wrapping up here, we watched several weeks ago a Harold Lloyd movie. It was...
Well, we watched a few.
We did. It was not Safety Last. It was the one where he was looking to save the horse trolley.
Oh.
And Babe Ruth was in it.
Yeah.
Well, the fun fact is that in one scene, as Harold Lloyd and Babe Ruth are in a car driving by, in the background is Lou Gehrig sticking his tongue out at the camera.
That's so funny.
Yes. Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, that was a neat film.
Yeah, it was. Oh, the name's on the tip of my tongue.
It was the last silent he did, right?
It was the last silent that he did, yeah. And then he moved into talkies.
Yeah. Bah,
it'll come to me.
We can find it and maybe link to it on the site.
Yeah. As soon as we close up for the night, I'll remember what it is.
Of course we will.
Yes. So with that said, so I can jar my memory. Thank you.
Jar or jog?
Both. Thank you all for listening in tonight.
Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. A little chaotic, a little more chaotic than we're accustomed to.
Yeah, but it was fun. We had some fun stories to tell. We got to talk about all sorts of things that mean something to us.
Yeah,
coffee and games and music.
And we love our games. As a matter of fact, this coming weekend, if you're in Delaware and you feel like farting around in an ice arena on Saturday, what is the date?
The 20th.
June 20th.
Yeah.
We're doing the 302 Bonspiel.
Yes, indeed.
At the Patriot Ice Center in Newark, Delaware.
Yep.
Come by. Say hi. Bonaparte will be curling.
I
will be slinging hash in the kitchen.
Yes, I will be skipping.
Yeah. And, curling is our favorite game. We like playing games. We like talking about games. Yeah. And also, please do go to ancient.games.
Yes.
And give Bob a shout. And see what he's got and see if there's any games there that tickle your fancy. I'm sure you could probably reach out to him for suggestions.
Yeah, he is, in fact, making Senate for us.
Is he really?
He is.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, what a great guy.
Yeah. And he is very aware that people have a budget, so he does have games that will fit every budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Go check out his website. See what he's got. Just say hi to him.
Yeah. Support
him. And you can tell him we sent you.
You're right. Yeah, I'm sure he'd love to hear it.
Yeah. And while you're at it also, to go with your newly purchased games,
yes.
Go get yourself some coffee from our website too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Or tea. We have got tea.
Coffee,
we've got
tea.
some teas.
It's, nothing quite like coffee and a game on a Saturday or Sunday morning to, pass a couple of hours while you're waking up with the world still asleep.
That's right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
And we will talk to you again next week.
Bye.